how's it going? Hope you're all well. Welcome to episode 3 of my Fleetwood save on FM21. We've we've had a really interesting time in the transfer market. We started the season with a very small squad, about 16 players, I think it was, but did make a lot of moves in the transfer market eventually, and I think we've got some decent depth there now. So let's go and see how we get on. So guys, as you can see, we are sitting in 14th place currently with 8 points. And I think really we're doing a good job. I think considering we've lost a lot of our loan players and we've had to get a lot more in, and it's effectively a lot of new players to come in and gel, which we will show you in a minute who we brought in the transfer market. I think we're doing all right personally. I think we're doing pretty decent to be where we are. We're a good 5 points off the drop as well, which is good. I know it's early days still. But yeah, I think we're doing very good. Madden started the season off brilliantly. Danny Andrews started off brilliantly as well, albeit he had an injury. But I think we're doing all right. We've won 2, drawn 2, and lost 2. And we probably should have won the last one, which we'll get to now. But yeah, we started the season off with a 3-2 win against Blackburn. It was very comfortable up until sort of like the last 10 minutes or so, and then they got 2 back. West Brom absolutely demolished us, to be honest. We didn't stand a chance. We barely created anything. No highlights in the game, except for the goal pretty much, and I think 1 or 2 chances, that was it. Brighton, we played well. Probably should have at least got the draw there, but unfortunately, yeah, they're like a newly demoted team for the Premier League, so very difficult team to beat. Struggled through Blackpool, but I feel like that kind of result in the end through the penalties is a big morale booster for games going forward. And as you can see, we beat Millwall 5-1. And then we got 2 3-all draws in a row, which I thought against QPR was fantastic because we were 3-1 down and we came back to draw 3-all. But Nottingham Forest is a bit of a different story because we were 3-1 up and they came back to draw 3-all. Yeah, overall, I think it's a decent start to the season. We've lost to 2 very good teams, 2 teams that have come back down from the Premier League at the end of the day, so they've got a lot of good players still in their team. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I'm happy with that, the start so far. It's going to be a long old season. I'm quite confident, with the performances we put in against QPR, even Brighton to a degree, and Millwall, Blackburn. I think we've got an opportunity here to get sort of mid-table at the very least. But like I say, it's early days, so we'll see what happens going forward. But if we go to the transfers now, we can have a look to see who came in and who went out. So we lost a lot of our loan players. So if we have a quick look at last season, which we can't because obviously we won't show it, but we lost a lot of our loan players, like Connolly, McKay. We lost Mulgrew, but we actually managed to get him in on a free. So I'm really happy about that. I'm really happy we managed to get him back in. His contract ran out. He was the first person that we actually signed, and then we actually started the season with 16 people in the team, 16 in the squad overall. So we were I think it was 16 or 17, and we were very light. We had no right backs whatsoever, so we were playing like a makeshift right back. So considering we've had a thin squad, we actually started off pretty decently, I think. So yeah, we got Mulgrew in on a free, so we brought him back to the team. We decided to keep, he's not here, but we decided to keep Balogun for another season, which I'm absolutely ecstatic about. So he's staying for another season, which is good. We just extended his loan essentially. We got in Delap from Man City. I think again a fantastic loan signing. Kai Kennedy from Rangers, absolutely again fantastic. Really happy with this. I think he's a good player. Young as well, so yeah, I think that's very good. A lot of them will be loans, but we did get the odd free come in, like Mulgrew, Hossana. We did buy McDade and Johnny Smith, but yeah, Pattinson was the other one we got from Rangers. Again, I think a fantastic right back. We finally got them in. Another young player. They look about 12, don't they? Bloody hell! But yeah, they're very good player. So I'm really happy with the 2 Rangers signings. I'm really happy with the Delap from Man City, and then we got a couple in from Liverpool. So we brought in Boyes again. So we had him last season, and we've got him in again. Again, very happy with this. Another young player, and then we've got in. So we've got Boyes. We've done the 2 Rangers players. We've done Delap, and then we got in these guys down here. So this guy, not the best in the world, but good cover. We got him in for free. I'm quite happy. He's got some decent pace behind him. Not the worst player I've ever seen. I wouldn't say he's the best right back I've ever seen either, but it's good cover and good depth for us. So obviously Patterson would be the first choice, and then Hosanna would kind of come in and fill that sort of like role if Patterson was injured. And then we brought in 2 wingers. Now McDade was a bit of a risk because we didn't actually get to see what he was like. We saw some of his stats through the scout reports, but not all of them. And we took a bit of a risk on him. And once again, he's okay. Good depth, good. He can play on either side. He can also play up front if it's a real desperation job, which I don't think he will do that at all. I think it'll be mainly on the right side. But I'm okay. I'm okay with him. He's not the best. I don't regret it, but I wouldn't say that I'm overly enthralled by it either. I think it was just a bit of a panic buy. We needed someone for that side, and we were running out of money. And so we got him in, and then Johnny Smith, which I'm actually happy about. I think he's a good player. He'll do very well for us going forward. So yeah, now that we've got a decent squad, I'd say, and it's a good depth to it. There's no thin squad anymore. We've got a nice well balanced squad, I'd say. I think there's still a player or 2 injured to come back possibly. Yeah, Johnny Smith's injured and Coleman. But other than that, Mulgrew's on his way back. He got injured pretty much straight away. Fantastic player, Mulgrew. He's so crucial to us going up to the Championship in the first season. So yeah, really happy to get him back. And I'm really happy with the signings. Generally speaking, I think we've got in some fantastic young players who I think are good enough to keep us in the Championship this season, and I'm feeling fairly confident. But yeah, guys, I think that's about it for this episode. Really, there's not very many fixtures. We didn't play many. Most of the stream last night was mainly doing the transfer market, getting through the friendlies, and then just the early stages of the Championship. So but yeah, that's about it for this episode, guys. And if you are liking these episodes, please hit that subscribe button and like it. It really means a lot to me. But yeah, everyone, on to episode 4. Stay safe and goodbye. Okay, guys, so now we move on to Evolving Mindset. Free organisation, absolutely amazing people. They really are. And as you can see at the top there, Evolving Mindset offer free online advice sessions from qualified mental health nurses. They also offer mindfulness, stress, anxiety management, mental health awareness, and are also available should anyone need any support. I wholeheartedly recommend them. They're so good. And if you need the help, as they say, it's okay to not be okay, and it's so true. It really is. And if you are struggling out there, especially in this climate, please get in touch with Evolving Mindset. I really do recommend them. Shout out to Limo, one of their mental health nurses and directors. He is a streamer on Twitch. His details will be below. If you feel like you want to just connect with a Twitch streamer rather than contact the organisation itself, please feel free to do that. Limo will 100% support you through anything. Amazing bloke, top streamer, and like I say, he will really help you out a lot.